Hello, hello. Today we are talking about a proven 7-step process to building your high ticket offer. Welcome, welcome. Um, if you're a newbie or if you've been in business for quite a while, maybe you're still not sure if going high ticket is for you, then listen up. Maybe you're a coach, a consultant, an expert, and you want to turn your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise into a profitable business that serves others, but you're just not sure how to go about it. So that's what we're talking about today. So if you're here with me today, say hi in the comments. You can put hashtag live if you're here with me live or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. I'm Heather Blaze. If you don't know who I am, I help service-based entrepreneurs set up their business systems, their marketing systems so that they can have time and money freedom to do what they love to do. Okay. I've been doing this since 1996, helping business owners to success. Since then, built several multi-million dollar businesses over the years. So I do have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom to share myself. Pretty much seen it all. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the comments here and I'd be happy to answer those for you. But today's going to be a good one. Might be a little bit long. So if you can't stay for the whole thing, make sure you put it into your watch later, save it and put it into your watch later if you're here on YouTube. And otherwise, if you're here on Facebook, welcome, welcome. So a proven 7-step process to building your high ticket offer. Hey, Christina, nice to see you. Thank you. Let's dive in, right? Simply put, if you haven't made it to at least 20K months as a service-based entrepreneur, like for my business, I do high ticket coaching for service providers. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Okay. This is because selling high ticket is probably the quickest and most rewarding way to do business, especially online. Okay. This gets you to your income goals in record time while making a significant impact on the lives that you're serving. Right. And there are only 2 requirements. Okay. 2, not 2, that's 4. There's 2 requirements if you want to use this strategy. Okay. Number 1 is you must have a skill that helps solve a life or business problem for your target client. And number 2, you must be passionate about achieving real outcomes. Okay. Those results. I'm always talking about results, right? So if you fit the bill, then let's dive right in. Okay. Step 1 is to identify the problem that you can help solve. Okay. As I said, high ticket offers revolve around solving major life or business problems. So you just need to look at your expertise, again, your expertise, your knowledge, your wisdom, your experiences, right? And look at the problems and challenges that you've overcome in your life. Okay. Or maybe you've already done it for others, but if you've done it for yourself, that's all you need. If you've done it for others, even better. Okay. So you can start from there. Okay. Most of the services around, okay, on, they focus on like 4 different categories, really. Okay. Health, wellness, relationships, and personal development. So when we talk about health, for example, you'll see like there's weight loss, there's keeping a balanced diet, maybe fitness, those kinds of things, right? And under wealth, there will be ways to make more money or maybe career development, maybe save money. Okay. That's money type things. For relationship type offers, some talk about dating or resolving family or marital issues, for example. And for personal development, you'll see coaches or people focused on overcoming burnout, maybe overwhelm or having a healthy spiritual connection, maybe helping people get out of depression or anxiety, things like that. Okay. So whatever the problem area is that you choose to focus on, okay, that you're an expert at, be sure that people will have a lot to lose, okay? If they don't solve the problem immediately, that's the key, okay? So you don't want to be tackling a problem that they can live with, okay? It has to be something that needs to be resolved at once. Otherwise, it will just cause them to like suffer greatly, right? Like it'll cost them something in their life. And you may not even realize that what you do or what you offer is a major um, life altering problem, right? I just off the top of my head, I'm thinking about my client Peggy. Okay, she's a good example, right? So I think when she came to me, right, she helps people. She knows that that it's a major problem, and a lot of people have this problem. She helps people with speech. She's a speech therapist. Okay, but a lot of people don't think of the depth that that goes. Like, how is it affecting them in their lives, right? Like when I first talked to her, we uncovered that it's, affecting teenagers, and then they're at school, and then they're getting teased and they're getting bullied, which is causing them major self-esteem issues, which could give, suicidal thoughts, right? So it may on the surface seem like she's just helping people fix their R's, but when you go deeper, it's a major life problem because these kids could, end up hurting themselves or worse. And so she's literally saving people's lives, right? But when you just hear like, "Oh, I'm a speech therapist," you don't really think to go that deep, right? So even though some of these problems may not seem life threatening, if you go deep enough, you might uncover that they are actually affecting people in a really deep way. Another example could be like cosmetic surgery, right? Even or like a cosmetic even just Botox, right? People think, "Oh, it's so vain," but you don't know what's going on in these people's heads to have them go and do that, right? And maybe it is just a vanity for some people, but maybe some people are really dealing with like deeper things, right? Like they really don't like themselves and they really want to fix themselves or make themselves feel better or look better or whatever, which is going to affect other areas of their life. So if you can tap into those things, right? Those people, not the people that are just doing it just for a surface thing or whatever, just because they want to feel a little bit better and touch up, no big deal. But if you can tap into those clients that are really dealing with a lot of stuff, that can really drive them into the business. Anyway, I'm kind of going off topic a little bit here, but I just want you to, like, when you're thinking about these problems, go deep, right? And we're going to go into that a little bit more too. So after identifying the problem, ask yourself who deals with this problem the most, right? What segment of the market will you be addressing, right? Will you be working with parents of ADHD children who are contemplating on maybe letting their child attend regular school, or parents with preschoolers who just need help figuring out which summer camp to go to, right? Like there's one that's quite deep and there's one that's just kind of a surface thing, right? So remember, the higher the stakes, the better you are at solving the problem, the higher you can charge as well for your premium offer. Does that make sense? All right. So let's see who's here in the comments real quick. Hey. Good to see you guys. Oh my gosh, you are on fire, Peggy. Peggy's here with us today, and she just got another high ticket client. Amazing. You are on fire. It's so awesome. And again, Peggy came to me. She was having a hard time charging. I think it was, I can't remember. I always say 60. I think it was $100 an hour. She was having a hard time charging. And now she's got her premium offer. The clients are, she's all set up. She hasn't even actually done half of the program. I don't think there's still a lot that needs to be done. And she's got the clients coming in already. So this is awesome, right? This is what we're talking about today. So this is really great. This is on point. So glad you're here to Peggy as a great example of how this works. Okay. So step 2 is to then map out the solution to the problem, right? Think about your prospects and think about where those prospects are right now in terms of their problem. Okay. And then now consider where they want to get with your help. Okay. Visualize what their daily experiences look like if they stay stuck on that problem, and then imagine how terrible it could be for them. Okay. Like really get into what's going on. Okay. And then think about how this problem is permeating every area of their life and is causing more and more disruptive consequences. Okay. It could be affecting their health, right? It could be affecting their finances, their confidence, their family, or their work. Like, think about what happens in the next 6 months or a year or two if they don't fix the problem now, right? So then now, after going into all the detail, do the same for the desired outcome. Okay. So the current situation, then the desired outcome. How will that change their day to day living? Okay. How will that impact their lives? How awesome will it be for their family, their health, their finances, their confidence, etc. Right. And then look at what life would look like in 6 months, 12 months, 24 months once the problem is fixed. Okay. The key here is to imagine those scenarios. Okay. Imagine these scenarios in as much detail as you can. And then think this over like a number of times until you become very clear on those two areas. And then present the solution and the desired outcome. Okay. The present solution, I should say, and the desired outcome. Okay. So now you're ready to chart the course on how to get them from point A to point B. Okay. What steps do they need to take to move forward? Right. Try to find out as well what they've already done to fix the problem and why those things didn't work, and write all those things down, right? All the alternative solutions that you can think of. And beside that, like, why is your way or your solution the better way? Then ask yourself also, what are all those obstacles, okay, both real and imagined, that are standing in the way of your client? Okay, of your ideal client and their desired outcomes. Like, could it be that they just don't have enough time, or they don't want to start maybe eating less or skipping meals? Maybe they don't want to do that, or maybe they're too proud to admit their mistakes and stuff to their friends, family, their spouse, whatever, right? So just take your time and think those things through, but don't take too long, okay? So you need to just wait until you just need to like map it out, A to Z, all that stuff. Okay. And then you don't need to wait until your offer is perfect before you start immediately working with clients. Okay. Because the best way to refine your offer is to actually have paying clients go through it. And also, don't think, like, I just had a call the other day. And she's like, oh, I was going to give it for free. It's a beta thing, or I'm giving it cheaper. You don't need to do that, right? You can just start with the high ticket, right? Because that helps people have skin in the game and it helps them show up. Okay. And I talk about that in other lives. I'm not going to go into detail about why it's of service to charge more, because it is. Okay. But the way you get your firsthand experience, okay, on what works and what doesn't, is having these clients pay you already before your offer is even ready. So then you know what to improve on and what to keep doing. Does that make sense? So don't wait until it's all perfect and rolled out to start selling it. Okay. You just need the A to Z and the outline. Okay. My client, I'll say Mary Rose, okay, was a great example of this, right? She enrolled 6 clients and collected deposits, right, between $550 and $1,100 each to enroll into her program, which she hadn't designed. She just had the outline. And then I'm going to just share with you now what she did to get it going. Okay. So on to step 3, which is to design your deliverables. Okay. You can design your offer so that it runs maybe 8 weeks or maybe 12 weeks, right? Now, each week, you're going to give them one thing to accomplish. Okay. You can provide a live training on Zoom, which teaches them exactly how to, do that particular milestone for that week. And then maybe provide also a separate Q&A call. Okay. And then you can have a clients only Facebook group for additional support, and to create a culture of maybe celebration where they're cheering one another on and supporting each other as well, right? Like creating that community. And then also you can give them access to you, okay, so that they can send their questions to you, so they don't get stuck, and with a promise to get a quick response, okay, with a quick response time, okay, to any of their questions. And then that's basically the bare minimum for any high ticket offer. Okay, you can go into more, but again, less is more. It's all about getting those results. All right, so let's move on to step 4, the favorite part, which is to choose a price. Now, a lot of people, what they end up doing, well, I get a lot of people telling me, I always ask, like, how did you come up with that price? Right. And so what a lot of people do is they look around at the competition, they see what they're charging, and then they charge a little bit less, thinking that that's going to work, but it doesn't always work. Some people just go on a feeling. A lot of healers do this one. I get like a lot of, oh, I'm charging $1,111, 1111, or $888 or something like that, right? Like, well, why that price, right? Oh, it just feels good. I like that number, right? Like there's no rhyme or reason to it, but there's a very specific way to determine price. And, I walk my clients through a bunch of exercises so that we can really understand what the ideal client would be willing to pay. But in the meantime, also remember, right? Just your price shouldn't be based on how much time it takes to deliver your program. Should not be based also on how much your competitors are charging. You only need to consider one question, really. What is it worth to make this problem go away? Okay, so if you followed along and you've chosen a high stakes problem, then the answer to that question is it's priceless. Okay. It's very difficult to put a price on salvaging a parent teenage child relationship or on dropping 50 pounds and feeling more alive than ever so that you can, thrive in your life. Right. So, because those results are priceless, I'd like to believe that the price of 3,000 to 10,000 for your offer will be more than fair. Okay. In fact, it's a no brainer. So start with at least 3K, then work your way up. Okay. So the price increases proportionately to your level of certainty. I'm just going to say that one more time because this is so, so, so imperative. The price increases proportionately to your level of certainty. Okay. So you're knowing your belief that it is worth this. And that's why I walk my clients through these specific exercises to really know what to charge, okay? What their ideal client would be willing to pay. Okay? So if you're absolutely sure that what you do is worth 10K or more, then you won't have any trouble with getting people to buy from you at that premium price. On the other hand, if you have any doubt, if you are doubtful that your audience will pick up on that, right? Or like that they're not willing to pay that, then they're going to pick up on that, right? If you've got any doubt, they're going to pick up on that and you will experience a lot of price resistance, right? You'll drop the price and they'll be like, "Ooh, that's too much. I can't do it." They're going to feel it. It radiates out. You think you might be hiding it, but it just doesn't work, right? You have to have that certainty. You have to have that knowing. You have to know exactly what to say to easily guide them into that sale. Okay. And that's just how it works. Okay. So, anyway, I think I was clear on that. So, let's go on to step 5. Okay. We're on the 5th step, which is enrolling your first client. Now, in the long run, it's ideal to have a funnel, okay, like a pipeline that turns complete strangers into paying clients. Okay. I have that for me where people find me, call me, and pay me consistently on autopilot. And that's what I teach my clients how to set up for themselves as well. Okay. But for starters, right, we want to find clients from your warm list. Okay. So for this, you have to prepare 2 lists. Okay. If you don't have a funnel, you're going to be doing this. Okay. First of all, a list, like make a list of all the people that you know that has this particular problem that you solve. Okay. Um, this isn't going to last forever. We only have so many people in our network and people that we know. So, but this is the place to start. Okay. Second, list down all the people you know who knows someone with that same problem. Okay. This is for possible referrals. So, what you do with those lists is to message each one of them. Okay. Tell them that you will just need 15 to 20 minutes of their time because you need some advice. Okay. Talk to them about how you plan on starting this service-based business, and you just need their feedback on the marketing direction as well as the content itself. Okay. And this will not only give you ideas on what to improve on, but will also be the perfect opportunity for you to find potential clients. Okay. So run them through what you'll be offering for the time period that it would take, like the 8 to 12 weeks, right, for you to get them from A to Z. And then take specific notes from their feedback. Okay. Then tell them about the 3 main pain points that you see with your audience, because you worked on that in that other step, right? And ask them if any of those really resonate with them. Okay. Let them talk about their experiences and ask them if they think you've missed anything important. Okay. And then the last thing to talk about is the price. Tell them how you plan to launch this by, say, July at 5K. Okay. Ask them if they think that that's a fair price. And if they show any interest at all, then talk to them about being part of that pilot program that you want to launch next week or the next 2 weeks or whatever. Right. And then limit that to only 10 people. Um, then maybe you could also even cut that investment in half right then and there. Right. So offer it to her for 2,500 instead of 5K. Okay. And if they say yes to that offer, congratulations, right? You're about to enroll your first client. If they're not ready to buy from you, that's totally fine, right? Just ask them if they know anyone else who would probably be a good fit that they know, right? Make sense? Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of tea. All right. Let's okay. Before we move on to number 6, I'm gonna check the comments. Awesome. All right. This was a big one for me. Yeah, Peggy, back to Peggy, right? This was a big one for me and yet made all the difference. Heather, you made me believe in my price of 3,000. There you go. You're even telling the price. And now it's happened 4 times. Amazing. Amazing. So going from having a hard time charging $100 an hour to now generating 12 grand. Amazing. Amazing. And not even finished going through the program. I just love it. I love it. So just being able to well, there's so much that goes into it, right? But I'm not going to break it down now. We're going to get off topic again. Anyway, okay, back to number 6 now. Okay, on to step 6, getting paid to create your offer. This is where what I was saying with Mary Rose, how she did it. Okay. So at this point, you already have the outline for what you'll be offering, but you haven't created any of the training videos yet, right? So what you'll do is to have a live training every week with your first set of clients via Zoom. Okay? So again, for week 1, have them go through the module, for example, okay, or accomplish the first milestone. Okay? Do it live. Right. This also leaves little room for procrastination, all that busy work, do, right? Procrastinate. Oh, I'm going to get it all perfect first before I roll it out. No, you're just going to go and do it. Okay. This also, so then you don't procrastinate. It's done. Once it's done, right? Because you already have the target start date even before your entire offer is ready. Okay. I know it sounds scary, but you can do it, right? You just got to be brave. You just got to do it. And if you mess up, who cares, right? Then you just tweak it along the way, like I said. So once you're done going through the 8 to 12 weeks, you can then use those recordings when you enroll your new clients. So then everything is automated after that, or most stuff is automated after that, right? So now you have instant access to your complete offer. Make sense? And then finally, step 7 is to get mentored. Okay. Take what you've earned and use it to hire a real mentor, someone who can walk through your entire process and guide you along the way. Okay. You need someone who can help you scale your business. And because that network, right? That's not going to last forever. That's just the starting point, right? You're going to need to attract people to you to get out there. So people that can find you, call you and pay you. And if you don't have the right system set up, how is that even going to happen? Right. So it can scale that much quicker instead of just like tapping into your network, which takes some time, right? It takes time to reach out to these people, have 15, 20-minute conversations, do all this stuff. And then what are you going to do when your whole network is tapped out? Right. So you can't get referrals from forever and all that kind of stuff. So building a funnel, building a pipeline, getting the right people finding you, calling you, and paying you consistently so that you can scale is imperative. So you need someone who can help you scale. Okay. In fact, if you can afford to hire a mentor even before you begin this entire process, that's even better. Because what I've shared with you is a really simple strategy, but there's a lot of little tiny details in there that you might miss or not know how to tackle. And I mean, this is really, I think we don't even get into this until week 6, I believe, in my program, right? So there's all that, it's either 5 or 6, I can't remember. We don't start working on this until 5 or 6 because there's so much that needs to be done ahead of time to know what needs to go in there, right? Like all those little details that need to get in there beforehand. You could roll it out like this, but it's not going to last if you're doing it this quickly, but it can at least get you something to get going, right? But anyway, it's a simple strategy, but there's a lot of little tiny details. So I strongly suggest that you work with someone who has a proven system and an amazing track record of success, not only with their own business, but also in helping other business owners. Okay, so now if you want my help, because I have that track record, I have that proven system. I've been doing this, like I said, since 1996. I've been helping business owners to success since 1996. I've got that long track record. I'm successful in my own business and I'm able to help others. I will be more than happy to hop on a quick call with you to see if you're a good fit. Okay. If you're interested, excuse me, if you're interested and you want to know more about how to set up a sustainable and scalable business with a really strong foundation in the next 8 weeks so that you can start offering, okay, these premium priced services around your knowledge, around your wisdom, around your expertise, then just type the word interested in the comments and I or someone from my team will DM you as soon as possible. All right, so that is it for today. Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, hey Heidi, how's it going? Yes. And I am recording my 6th session tomorrow to a live audience. Awesome. 3 paying clients from my 8-session program. I love it. I'm not sure. Is that you, Heidi? I'm not sure if who that's from because it didn't have a name there. I can't see your name if you don't put it in the same thing, but that's congratulations. Amazing, amazing. I love it. So yeah, that's it for today. I am here every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, live. Come on and join me. If you have any questions or anything, you can put them in the comments. When you're here with me live or even after the fact, I will get them. So awesome. Thank you for joining me and wishing you, the most success. And I'm here to support you if you are a current client or not. Like, come on, just book a call. I offer these free calls to do a deep dive into your business, see what's working, see what's not working, see where you want to take your business. I will give you the best strategy to get you there, whether you work with me or anyone else. It might be a good fit, it might not, but I offer these free calls. So if you're interested, comment interested and we'll get out to you. All right, take care everybody. See you next week.